good day. I'll be presenting my thesis proposal or research proposal, which is Social Network Structure of Disaster Mitigation Project, a case study of REAP. Now, for the rationale, disaster management goes through four phases: relief, recovery, mitigation, and preparedness. Now, going through the research, I found that most of the emphasis on research here is on relief and on recovery. There's very little material on mitigation and in preparedness. A quote from Ban Ki-moon of the UN Secretary General: the more government, UN agencies, organization, business, and civil society understand risk and vulnerability, the better equipped they will be to mitigate disaster when they strike and save more lives. So the emphasis here is on mitigating disasters. Born Lomberg of Director, Copenhagen Consensus Center. If you want to help the poor who are the most threatened by natural disaster, but more of them, pulling out of them the poverty. Now, Project REAP is a very big project. Basically, it is a livelihood project. They provide boats for those who are affected by Yolanda. They teach seaweed culture, sewing, and other livelihood project. The aim here is economic resilience of the residents of that place. Okay. So it involves not just ADRA but also other international organizations such as local government and local government and local community groups. Now, what we want to see here is how do these organizations work together. So the research problem is, the study aims to describe the social network structure of Project REAP, specifically what's the demographic profile of the egos, what is the central tendency of the egos, and what is the density of the network. Okay, so some related literature to give us a background. ADRA. ADRA stands for the Adventist Development Relief Agency and is the humanitarian arm of the Seventh-day Adventist Church that delivers development assistance and relief to more than 100 countries regardless of their ethnicity, political affiliation, and religious association. The UN, United Nations, granted ADRA General Consultative status in 1997, which is the highest given to a non-government organization, which enables it to participate in the broader international community. Philippines, ADRA Philippines works with people in poverty to distress to create a just and positive change through empowerment, partnerships, and responsible action. However, it concentrates more on community-based development, disaster preparedness, and while they're cooperating also with other government agencies, NGOs, and organizations to fulfill this goal. Now, Project REAP stands for Restoring, Empowering, Protecting Livelihood. This came from the events in Typhoon Yolanda, where it is a 4-year initiative to contribute to the economic well-being of a municipality of Ajur, Estania, and Concepcion in Iloilo by addressing the causes of vulnerability. Okay. So, phases of disasters, disaster management. We start off with mitigation, and then preparedness, response, and then recovery. Okay. In this study, we'll be focusing on the mitigation aspect. Okay. Now, graph theory. So graph theory is a mathematical structure consisting of objects that are related, and the objects are called nodes. Now, nodes, relationship between nodes is called an edge, and usually it is represented by a line like this. Okay. Now, in social network analysis, we will focus on the relationship of people, particularly how they exchange information, goods, and money, and their feelings. And the mapping of this relationship will show us the structure and communication pattern within the organization. Okay. Now, there are several metrics or ways in which we can measure social network. So we have your degree connectivity. Here, a node or that will degree connectivity here is the number of is the number of nodes that are connected to other nodes. Okay, there's also what you call your closeness, in which how related nodes are, how much they are close or how they are connected with one another. We also have what you call your in-betweenness. Now, in-betweenness is how important is a node, because it can serve as a bridge between two other nodes. Okay, and also the prestige centrality, how a node is connected with other nodes with more connections. Okay, so we will get something like this. Okay, so the research design here uses the personal network design. Okay, so a social network here is where the nodes are people and the edges are relationship or communication between the nodes. Egos are nodes, which is the focal point of the social network, and alters are nodes that have a tie or a relationship between the egos. Okay. Now, sampling will be, okay, ADRA will identify which is the key individuals that will be both involved in ADRA and organization, and they will serve as the egos. Okay. A self-administered questionnaire will be given. This could be either be through a hard copy or through a Google form. And analysis will be done by a software called Node Excel, which is a plug-in to Excel, so it can perform social network analysis and compute for the metrics such as the central tendency. Okay. So that is my proposal. So if you have questions, just comment below. Thank you.